Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 73 carryover league card set analysis. We looked at the American League East and the American League North. Tonight we're going to look at the American League Midwest and West. And these 8 teams. Look at who their keepers are, and then who would be their rookies. So the White Sox, first to check out here. All right, they went and protected Buddy Bradford. And Bradford really has a lot of power against righties here. Oddly enough, not against lefties. You'd have to get him in some sort of reverse platoon. Hate to use 2 righties at one position. But he's pretty darn good against righties, is he not? So we'll have to think about that. Carlos May is a better 72. This is still good, though. And Dick Allen again. Now, 72 is better than this. I mean, he's really good from 70 to 73. One of the better players in this timeline. 72 is his MVP year, though. This, however, only 250 at-bats. So, nothing really exciting in the year of 73. So maybe they have some rookies. Okay. Laren LeGros. That's not bad. Luis Alvarado. Not much stick. But he can play all the positions you need. Here's Bucky Dent. Very young Bucky Dent. Look at him. He's a versatile player. All 3 positions. You'd like him to be a 2 short. He's a 3. But he's got a nice stick here. He's about like a 256 hitter. 248 hitter. Jerry Hairston. Oh, there you go. Now, remember I saw Buddy Bradford? I'd rather have this guy. Because as a switch hitter, you're more likely to get a right-handed hitter against lefties in a platoon. Tony Muser. 285 hitter. For Tony Muser, you're not going to find a much better card than this. Left-handed hitting first baseman. They gave him power, even though he only has home run double on his card. But that's nice to have. George Orta. I think he's ready to go play second base. Can do it every day, as a matter of fact. 266 hitter. And Bart Johnson, not so much. Steve Stone, not so much either. Well, interesting look at a lot of different White Sox players there. You know, they really don't have a particular year or era where you go, watch out, White Sox. They just have to piece it together and do their best. That's all I can really say about them. Kansas City, however, is the team we have a crush on, because from 1969 through 72, they've just made all the right moves. So what happens in 73? Are we at George Brett yet? I don't think we're quite there yet. We're getting close, though. Lou Piniella, not this one. He's better than one of his earlier cards. Pat Kelly. Well, this would be a good Pat Kelly card. You want on base out of your leadoff hitter. Oh, that +3 arm is not good for a right fielder, but otherwise, yeah, you could live with that as your leadoff hitter. Now, he's with the White Sox here. So you might want to, at a certain point, you have to realize Al Cowens will be coming up soon. You want to make some room in your outfield for these guys. Ed Kirkpatrick, not as versatile as he usually is. Well, he can still catch and play the outfield, I guess. That's good. Can't play the infield, though, but that's an okay card. That's all. Nothing really special this particular year out of the keepers, but maybe they've got another core of rookies. Could you imagine that? Well, Frank White's not ready. He is a rookie, but he's not ready yet. He needs some work in a future year. This guy's ready, though. Doug Bird. Nice little long reliever here. Nice ERA of 2.99. Steve Busby's not quite ready either. 423. Pitches a lot, but also gets knocked around a bit. Gene Garber. He'll find a brief bit of success in the American League before he ships off to the National League, but not this year. Skip Jutsi, no thanks. And that's that. Well, not a particularly deep haul for Kansas City either. We liked the American League East haul, the Boston, Baltimore, New York, but the Midwest is not particularly sharp thus far. Milwaukee, let's take a look at them. Steve Hovley has still got a decent card with range, decent. You can continue with this card, but he's got a better card in previous years. Kim McMullen, tons of power against lefties. About a 240 hitter here. 247. Small sample size. And that's it for the keepers. But I think they got a bunch of rookies. Pedro Garcia to play second base with power against righties. He's okay. Nothing fantastic, but he's okay. In a full season. Tim Johnson to play short. Again, well, he's left-handed is what I would say. He's left-handed, and he plays short. That's always interesting. A very young Darryl Porter. But he's ready to go in a platoon. Sure, you get this into the league. He's very young. His stats aren't quite there yet. Still, 254. As a left-hand hitting catcher with power? Sure, let's get him in the league if you can. Get a caddy against lefties. A young Gorman Thomas isn't quite ready yet, is he? No, not quite. Bill Champion, starter relief. Okay, nothing really major here going on. 370. Could be the, final pitcher picked up in your bullpen. The 5 spot. I like to say the 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then the 8, 7, 6, 5. He'd be a nice number 5. Now, Jim Colburn, here we go. This is what Milwaukee needs. There you go, folks. A 20-game winner in 300 innings. Well, this sounds like first-round pick material for Milwaukee. They would have some good pitching. And if you can get like 3 good starting pitchers, it can make up for a lot of other problems your team may have. This would be a great acquisition for the Brewers. Chris Short, as a lefty, is a lefty. He's okay, but lefties get into the league, so he might get in, even though his stats aren't very good. We have Jim Slayton, a starter 8. My goodness, folks. Okay, so this is sort of what Slayton did most of his career anyway. Not as good as Colburn, but good enough to get into the league and eat up those innings as a starter 8. If you go Colburn Slayton here, you're set in the rotation for the next 4 years. Kurt Bavacqua, good utility player. If you need one of those, he's available. Here's a left-handed hitting Bill Sharp, corner outfielder. Always wish your corner outfielders hit for more power or speed. He has neither, really. But he's got a nice batting average, like 275 here. 276. Not bad, Milwaukee. I think you might be able to do better than the White Sox and the Royals. All right, the Twins. Pete Reichert just kept going. Left-handed relievers who keep going. Outstanding. Yeah, I would go for this one. A lot of times Reichert was competing with our Peranowski and Harmon Killebrew cards all being good in the same year. But by 73, Reichert's the only one left standing. I would go with this one. Larry Heisel, I'd go with this one as well. He has a nice 69. Then he's missing in action for the next 3 years. Then he comes back in 73 in the American League with the Twins. So, Reichert and Heisel. Boom. Those are your picks. Let's keep going, though. Harmon Killebrew. Again, he's better earlier. He's getting old now. He's close to 40 at this point. Okay. And the rookies. Craig Robinson, not so much there. A nice Steve Bry. Yeah, that's a nice little card there. Full-time player. No, half the time, but against lefties. Bobby Darwin had a better year in 72 than this one. In a full season, his numbers are down a little bit. Nice Jim Holt card. Look at that, 300 hitter. First in the outfield. Left-hand hitter, power both ways. 297, close enough. And a really cool Eric Soderholm card with all those walks. All that on base. And a 3 at third. Well, the Twins. Remember, I talked about how they were getting old, but now they have some young guys coming up here. And as we wrap up the rest of... And there's Bill Campbell. Yeah. Joe Decker. Dave Goltz, who's a little bit too young here. He'll get better. Yeah, I think the Brewers and Twins are going to gain ground on the White Sox and Royals. Based on the 73 cards, anyway. The good news, the last in the 73 is you understand there's a future. There's 4 years to bring these cards up. You don't have to do it in one off season. Let's finish up American League in the West, starting with the Angels. They won this division last year, surprising the A's. They traded for Tovar in the off season. Still useful everywhere. He's no longer a great base stealer, but his bat's good. 283 hitter, 268. Jim McLaughlin, I don't like all that. No, sir. That's not a good year for him. Bill Singer's a starter, 8. 300 innings, 20-game winner. Dominant against right-handed pitching. Right-handed hitting, I mean. But are you going to... Yeah. Oh, I don't like those walks, but you're just going to have to live with it, I think. That's going to be an out. That's going to be an out. Will you live with those walks? I think you have to live with those walks. He's Bill Singer. He's been a monster. His 69 card has been in the league for the Dodgers and the Angels. He's been one of the most successful pitchers in the last 4 years of my carryover league. Do I jump all the way from 69 to 73 to get this card in there? If the American League West is loaded with left-handed hitters, it could be a problem. If not, then he could be a stud again. All right, let's take a look at their rookies now. Rudy Mioli would be a nice shortstop, middle infielder who bats lefties. Billy Parker is a card and better in previous years. Here's your guy, Richie Scheinblum. Boom! Wow. 328 hitter. We talked about how this offense lacks punch. Scheinblum can start at DH, be used in the outfield if needed. Brings you punch. They gave him power against righties at least. On base against lefties. Everyday player. This team needs punch, and he provides it. Nice Bobby Valentine card. That's got to be close to 300. 302. Look at that. Shortstop and center field. Very useful. Plenty of punch. Wow. Scheinblum and Valentine, and then pick Singer in a different year. Rich Hand. No, not seeing that. Dick Lang. No, not seeing that either. Well, the beauty of that Bill Singer is you can always just go to 1970 and then go to the 73 card next year. All right, the A's. They've already looked at there are 3 boxes, and they like a lot of their guys. And now we like improving Rudy. We love Bando. I think there's a good Ken Holtzman. This is also a good Ken Holtzman. 72 or 73. 21-game winner here. Can't miss either year. Bando's got a good 73. He also has a good 72, I believe. 286 and 29 bombs. That's very good. This is the card, though, you would take. This is Reggie's MVP year of 1973. Still has speed, still has range, still has the arm. On base, homers, and batting average. Everything you want out of Reggie, and a bag of chips. 32, 293. I don't know. Ranking Reggie Jackson's best seasons. 69, 1980, 1973. They're all up there. But he's the MVP, so it could be this one. Dick Green, 1 to 2 at second base. Now, I'll live with this batting average. I know that's bad against lefties. But the fact that it's righties better than lefties for a guy who you want in the game anyway to play defense. 262. Let's take a peek at the Oakland's rookies. Vic Harris, not so much. Jim Howarth, not so much, and that's it. Again, you don't see a lot of rookies popping up on Oakland. They are a veteran-laden team. They want to just keep keeping their keepers better. All right, Seattle. Always fun to see when a team didn't exist during the timeline, what they can do. Woodson's got a better 72 card, even though this is fine, but a 72 card goes in 3 days rest. Mighty Luke can still hit. You can't feel it anymore. But still, 296 is nothing to sneeze at. Those are the only 2 keepers. Hopefully they got some good guys in the minors. A lot of times these expansion teams, however, do not. Let's see what they have going on in their minor league system. Alan Foster. He had a small little run there with the Cardinals, I believe. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, wow. That's a nice card for him. 3 days rest, 3.13 ERA for Alan Foster. I think they are fortunately blessed with plenty of starting pitching, if you can believe it. Woodson, Fred Norman, Rudy May, Luke Walker, somebody else I'm forgetting. So, but they should hold on to that card. Mike Phillips, if you like triples, that's fun. He's okay. Always love the left-handed hitting all 3 positions. None of them are 4. And he's got power and the triples. That's a fun card. All right, so Seattle ended up with the 73 Bill North card. So this is how you beat the Oakland A's. You steal their players. We talked about Mike Epstein on the Rangers, and now we got Bill North on the Mariners. It's really the only shot these teams have of competing with the amazing A's. Because nobody wants to see a team win 3 straight World Series. As much as it would have been fun to recreate it. And of course, Oakland can still do it. We're only at 1970 and moving forward. And you just saw the Oakland players looking fantastic anyway. But Bill North would be a starting center fielder for Seattle. Tom Paciorek, this is pretty young in his career. Not quite there yet. Ray Lamb, a righty, gets lefties out of the bullpen. Walks some righties, but otherwise he's okay. 460. Adrian Garrett, left-handed stick here. Winston Lennis, second and third baseman. Against lefties, he's okay. 265. 269. Leroy Sten just doesn't really ever put it together, really, except till 77. Adrian Devine, oh boy. There you go. And lastly, we'll take a look at the Texas Rangers and call it a night here, folks. The Rangers. Very competitive, fun team. Bill Hands is still around. 3.49 ERA, but doesn't pitch on 3 days rest. Was with the Twins. And how about Frank Howard? We know we're going to go with his 1970 card. But look, you'd still go all the way to 73 with him. And get him to be a DH against lefties, right? Sure, why not, right? You'd do that just to retire him. Yeah, I would have Howard run it all out with the Rangers. Washington Senators, Texas Rangers. Mac Epstein, he's finally starting to lose it. Clearly better in 72. In 73, he went to the Angels. It just didn't work out. The rookies for the Rangers. Larry, they got a lot of them too. Larry Bittner, not much there. Burrows, there you go. This looks like a first round pick. 30 bombs. Yeah, get Burrows on the Rangers. They need to get some help here. We're getting close to the Toby Harrah, Mike Hargrove Rangers. They might actually be here. Tom Grieve. All right, we're going to go rookies. Rookies. Toby Harrah, another one. Short and third. Not Jim Mason. Here's Jim Bibby on the Rangers. Starter 8. That's a really good card. 324 and 180 innings. That's a great card. Well, they're going to be set for the next 2 drafts by pulling out of this deck 4 rookies over a period of 2 years. Probably, what do we say, Burrows, Grieve, Harrah. And is Hargrove here? Hargrove might be around in 74. Very young Dave Clyde is probably just out of high school pitching for this team. Steve Dunning, starter 5. Steve Foucault, he'll be a closer soon. Not quite yet. That's a long man. Bill Stein has a couple tours with the Rangers. Not quite ready yet there. And Larry Stahl, no thanks. Okay, but That's not bad for the Rangers. Seeing the youth arrive. Part 1 of 2-part series where the Rangers get younger. They'll start this year and continue into 74 and 75. That's it for the American League in the 73. 2 more to do. The National League in 2 sets. Thanks for checking out these card set analysis videos. We'll see you next time.